Alright, so I just saw the latest Disney Pixar film, Turning Red, and just like Luca from last year, this is direct to Disney Plus, which, yeah, is interesting that more and more of Disney's films they're just deciding to do away with them direct to digital or streaming services, which, to be honest, I know some people are bothered about that. For me, I prefer watching films at home as is. So, but anyway, this film is interesting because this film is basically just, if you've seen any of the trailers, the whole film is basically just a massive sort of metaphor for basically growing up and going the beginnings and that of your teenage years kind of thing. A literal change in you kind of thing, which yeah, stuff like this, that aspect of the film, and to be honest, a lot of aspects of the film you'll have seen 1,000 times before. And it is still done really well in this film. Obviously, it has, a little bit more of a unique angle in this. But yeah, I will say that the one thing that I absolutely did not like about this film and didn't like so much that it nearly caused me to turn it off was the first 10 minutes of this film are some of the most irritating, obnoxious, clearly trying to pander to a young audience, I think. I honestly don't know, but the first 10 minutes, God, I hate those first 10 minutes. The rest of the film kind of goes into good category to all right. I didn't love the film, like, in terms of a Pixar film, but actually, this one, it'll be a one that, I'll be happy to watch. Put it this way, I'm still debating whether to get the 4K Blu-ray of this. I'm still debating it. It'll depend on a few things, but this film generally, it's very much. I like the fact that it is much, the smaller scale stories. I do prefer them. Although I will say the final act of this film does feel very forced, and yeah, just the way it goes on, it just feels like because the thing is, like, you can predict exactly how it's going to go, and that's the only thing about it that I wish it would have done something different, but unfortunately it does take all the typical beats in terms of how this story would go. Basically, when you're watching it, I'm trying to make this as spoiler free as possible, but when you are watching this film, like, basically the way that you think it's gonna go, yeah, it goes that way exactly, beat for beat. Which, yeah, is the only thing that I think is a bit of a shame about that. Although it's done well, I just wish, that either something different, they've done something different to it. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for this. For me, it was alright. It was alright. I enjoyed it. It had its pretty good moments. The animation from Pixar, as ever, is fantastic. So yeah, not really much else to really say about that. But I think I am preferring some of these, like, smaller scale, like Pixar stuff, that compared to what Disney's doing in their mainstream. So I generally I am preferring this, smaller scale sort of slice of life almost kind of thing. For me, I don't know. It wasn't it wasn't something that I'm desperate to go see again. But if I was to see it again, barring those first 10 minutes, yeah, definitely I do recommend it. So yeah, there we go. That's my thoughts on this film.